Today, I'm going to compare the Garmin and the FX radar chronograph. So let's not beat around the bush and get right to it. I'll come back after I'm done and give you some feedback. All right, I'm going to throw a couple of 177 pellets out of the Crosman 1701P using 177 because that's where the FX has the most problem. I'm not trying to beat the FX up, but I needed something, you know, when you need to measure your shots, you really kind of need to get all of them without having to duplicate.
638.
We'll see how many shots it gets or misses. Okay, it missed that one. The Garmin picked it up.
647.
They both got that one. And there's a slight variation. They're as close to the same distance as I could get them without getting a micrometer out.
659. 654.
654, 657. 654, 658. The FX missed that one. 659 on the Garmin.
656.
656, 657. 645 and a miss on the FX. Another miss on the FX. And I'm about as even between the two as I can get. So if I get the FX directly under the barrel and pointed pretty much exactly at the target, it does a much better job. I don't want to attach it to the barrel. The flimsy barrel, this is a 7/16 inch barrel on this air gun, and it's not very sturdy, and it will change my point of impact if I actually strap to it. 740, now it missed that one.
661.
661, 657 on the Garmin.
666.
666 and 663 on the Garmin. A miss on the FX, 653 on the Garmin. 655 and another miss. And I don't think I need to keep going on this, but you see my point. If you're trying to do chronograph numbers, you really need that, especially if you're looking at your extreme spread or your standard deviation. It's a kind of handy when it catches all of the shots. But let's go inside and talk about this. Okay, I've got some final thoughts on these. They're pretty close to the same size. The Garmin is a little bit smaller. That's not that big a deal either way. Weight-wise, they're pretty close to the same. One thing I kind of like on the FX better than the Garmin, now, to be honest, I like the voice. But the Garmin has its own screen, completely self-contained. I don't have to bring my phone. I don't have to have my phone turned on. I don't have to do any of that. When this gets close to my phone, it dumps all the information from the shooting session that I just did if my phone's turned on. It's completely self-contained. This is the whole thing. I don't need this tripod if I don't want it. On the FX, I'll probably use this again. I don't think I'm going to sell it. I think I'll hang on to it just because I do like the voice and I can use this in some of my videos. It's just a little bit picky to get it set up. It's a two-piece operation. It has no display. So it's not an option to hook it up to the phone. You need the phone to be with you when you're shooting this. You've got to change the batteries in this. Right now, if I turn it on, it'll probably be a green light, but in 10 minutes, it'll be red. I've run these batteries down. The Garmin is rechargeable with USB-C, and you can hook it up to external power and use it on external power. That's not even an option with the FX. It's batteries or nothing. As far as this goes, I mean, a lot of this is going to apply to air gun. The Garmin is going to do anything you want to do. Practically any caliber, any speed. I think it's supposed to do up to 5,000 feet per second. I don't have anything that does that. They both do high and low velocity. They both do. If you put the weights in, both of them will actually tell you what your energy is. So it's pretty much a tie right there. But for speed, I think the FX maxes out at 1700. So if you're doing pistols, for example, this would work. And I don't know, 45, I'm going to think it's going to pick up a 45 or a 9 mil much easier than it does a 177 pellet. And honestly, 177 is what gives me the most problem with this unit. So I don't dislike the unit. I don't hate the unit. It has the voice. I know I've not mentioned that, but it has a voice, and I like the voice. I know I've not mentioned that either. So this is personal preference. This is going to be what goes with me most of the time, even when I'm doing videos. Now, you saw this on video. I use my phone to record it, but you saw this on video. You saw the display. You saw what the display looked like. In the lighting conditions I have been in so far, I have been okay with this. Now, it's just like a Kindle, just a monochrome, 2-color, black and white. You can have a black background, white letters, or a white background and black letters. But those are your two choices, and then it's got a few settings for the backlight. I think you can even turn the backlight off. I think there's a 0 setting on that. It was still visible. I know that it times out after some period of inactivity, so I can see when it dims, and I don't know if it goes to 25 or 0, but I can still see it. All in all, I'm going to say the Garmin is going to be the one that sticks with me. I like it completely self-contained, rechargeable. I bought it in a combo pack, or whatever they call it, a bundle, I guess it is, on Amazon. And it came with a 12 volt, a 120 volt, and a lithium ion battery pack. It comes with the little tripod. It comes with the charging data cable. And I haven't had to move any data through the data cable, so I haven't tried that part of it out. It syncs to my phone, and from my phone, I can send that data anywhere I want. So I haven't tried that part of it out yet. If you're subscribed, if anything changes on any of these things, once this video goes out, kind of check the description, or maybe I'll put a pinned comment. If anything changes, if my opinion changes, I'll make another video, and I'll link that video to this video for people that are interested. They can check it out. Air guns, this thing picks up everything. I haven't missed a single shot, and I've probably now, just a rough estimate, maybe 110, 120 shots. It's not missed one. The FX, you saw that it missed several in this video, but this is worst case scenario. This is 177, 22, 25. It's not as picky. These are just my opinions, and this is what's going on with me right now. So just kind of trying to keep everybody posted, and anything changes, I'll do another video and or put it in the description or a pinned comment on this video. Appreciate everybody. I'm going to throw a video up here that you might like. YouTube's going to throw one down here that you might like, and I'll catch you in one of those, or I'll catch you down the road.